This video covers the additional nodes required for a full model. We're going to start with an initiative, which you can see has two qualities attached to it. At a very basic and simple level, with each initiative you have two choices. You can either choose not to do it, or you can choose to do it, and that is what these qualities represent. You can choose whether qualities are displayed or hidden by using the Show Qualities button. You can also add extra qualities or choices. You might choose to do an initiative. You could actually choose to do it to the best level or to a lesser level. There might be a number of variations, each having a different level of benefit expected and a different level of cost and resource. In Realisor, we can model those, and we use the qualities to do it. You can add these quality levels by right-clicking a quality and selecting Insert Quality Above or Insert Quality Below. We have added an extra quality to this introduction of a new IT system initiative, and there are two choices that if we want to do it. The value they contribute might not be equal, so what we can do is we can put in the relative contribution. So if we did nothing, there would be 0% value added. If we did the best, then there would be 100%, and the middle one here, say 60%. But what is the actual difference between them? Next, we add capabilities to actually start representing what the different choices give us in terms of what we are able to do. So, for example, here, for the low-cost, low-value IT system, we can have secure data and access, and we can have centralized data and basic functionality. On the high-cost, high-value option, we will be able to handle distributed data, and we will have full functionality. These capabilities are normally agreed as part of a discussion on what is the difference between the options. To get and keep these capabilities requires some activities, some investments, and some resources. So what we need to do is reflect those activities, those resources, those costs on the map, and we do that by using these nodes in the program area. These nodes are called Process, Project, Component, and Function, and they are, at a basic level, all the same. They are visually different to tell different stories, and you can change the names of them using the Defaults tab at the top if you choose. For each of these capabilities, we might do some processes, for example, to get something up and running, to do an initial delivery of what is needed. We might then need some resources to keep it running, to sustain it. And we might want to plan for a time where we actually want to remove the capability, and so we need to have some closure, some disposal activities going on, and resources. So the first thing we need to do is to represent these on the map, and we use these nodes to do it. So for each capability, let's have a look at what processes are needed. This information might come from talking to a project manager. It might come through from meetings or discussions or a workshop, or it could come from standard plans. We're building up a picture to give us some extra clarity on what is actually needed to create, sustain, and then potentially dispose of these capabilities. So now we link them together, because there are some time elements in this, that we do one before another, or we can do something in parallel as well. We can also turn on and add time lags to these links. The time in between performing the analysis and then doing the design, there might be a lag of say 5 days. So this is starting to build up a clearer picture of reality. So it adds some extra processes into the model, and then we will start building up quite a nice plan of what is going on, using Realisor to start engaging with people to make sure everyone agrees. For this initiative here, in terms of staff training, we will create a number of processes that are required. But if you get one of them wrong, actually it is a project rather than a process, then we can change it just by right-clicking on the node, choosing Change Component Type, and selecting the one you want to change it to. As mentioned before, the type or label is purely for communication purposes. So here we've created quite a complete model composed of key elements which help tell a story, help us understand the scope of the program, the results expected in terms of the outcomes, how we are going to measure it, Key assumptions, risks, the requirements, how they relate to this programme, and what sort of capability is going to be delivered, how it is going to be delivered, sustained, and disposed of.